What in the hell? Pay attention to what I'm saying, y'all. Catch your spirits. What in the hell does liberty and justice for all means? What the hell? What does that really mean? If you would have to ask a question, what does that really mean? My second damn question is this: you know damn well it ain't no liberty and no justice for all. That's a stupid thing to even think about. All of the bloodshed and murder that was committed here, what kind of liberty is that? I'm just asking a question. I'm curious. Hello? What does that mean? I'm waiting. Who is liberty and justice for all? To ask the real question, who does it pertain to? Some music passed by in the car, that little brown, like orange or whatever, little red, whatever the color of that hell that is. Um, that was just on my mind. I had to think about that. To answer that question, freedom, I supposedly. Now, everybody that says that or come out and says that that which that's what it's supposed to be. But everybody know damn well within the back of their brain tinkling and saying, you know damn well it ain't no liberty and no damn justice. Liberty here for who? Because I can show you real quick who liberty for and justice for freedom, the land of the free. I can show you that in a split second live on camera. I can walk up to somebody's door, having my camera, leaving my camera on. Dun, 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 dun. Excuse me. Uh, do y'all have somebody to keep y'all grass cut? Watch the results that you will get. Watch the results you'll get. Find out the results you gonna get. I tell you what, if you are so-called black man or so-called man of color, whatever you want to call it, a man of color like me, and you grew up in poverty, if you've been through that and you can relate to what I'm saying, just go around on well, if you need something, you walk out there and say and take your lawnmower, your rakes and everything. Excuse me, do you need your grass cut? Or whatever. Or just walk up and just say, hey, I need my grass cut. I mean, excuse me, I'm trying to make an honest living. I'm trying to do this and that and the third. If you are a black man, a so-called black man, a so-called black person like myself or whatever, I'm just saying it for the sake of context. I know I'm not black, but I'm just using that for the sake of context. If you're a Native American person, or if you are a person who just if you got to literally be like this on the road. I got to literally be walking on the road and stuff like that. You can't walk around or go to no one's home and just knock on the door and ask them questions about directions, no grass cutting, no none of that. Or I just want to speak, I just want to talk. Growing up here in this society, growing up here in America as a person of color. Now, if you are a Caucasian person or whatever, guess what? It's going to be a little easier for you. As long as your face is white and, I mean, so-called white, I just say so-called white. as long as your face is a certain way and all of that, you're gonna feel less. You know, deep down within your soul and your brain, you know you ain't got nothing to worry about. You know, less chances are you're gonna have a better chance in this society. But me being a person of color or whatever, you can clearly look at me and say, well, he's not a white man, or he's not this, or he's not that. You can clearly look at me and say, "Quote," when they look at me, they're gonna say, oh, well, he's not a Caucasian. Simple as that. Because you have to look at it like you're saying. Them people ain't gonna go by mix. Fuck all that shit. Y'all need to get that shit out y'all head too. All that mixed stuff, hell no, that shit don't work in this society. So get that out your head. That ain't gonna work. You mix, man, that's bullshit. That ain't gonna work. I'm telling you from a man that looks like me. If you are a so-called white person, person who's a non black person, I'm gonna say it like that, you will not be able to relate to what I'm saying. The only thing you're gonna be able to relate to is somebody rich, rich people, people that have everything, people that grew up with a silver spoon in their mouth, people that own the world. People, when they do some crazy shit or whatever, they ain't got to worry about getting somebody coming to them. You got to come to court. You got a citation. You committed this crime. You broke in these people's house. You did this and that and the third. You killed many people's families. We're going to give you a sentence, a maximum sentence. They're going to have you come into court, da-da-da, and all that kind of stuff, and da-da-da, and all that. They're going to give you nine life sentences, all that type of stuff. A so-called white man, a so-called white man or whatever, if they go to a courtroom and all that type of stuff, they ain't got nothing to worry about. Nothing. They ain't got nothing to worry about. They they know chances are they still gonna survive it. Why? Because of the Caucasian skin. Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. We know they like, oh, I know I'm gonna get off. Yeah. Now, the only person that can say that is a man that's there. Just like if you is a non-person of color, if you're an East Indian person, or Ethiopian, or Somali, it's which the same as Ethiopian, um, Caucasian, Eurasian person, or whatever you want to call it, and just mainly the Negroes and the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and natives of America. If you are not eating in either one of those categories, if you are anything other than if you are anything other than a Native American, you cannot tell me what it feels like is to go through discrimination if you ain't of the bloodline of the people that goes through that. That's what it's really all about. That's like trying to tell a man, I know what it feels like is to be black or have dark skin. I know what it feels like is to be black, but you're a so-called um, non-black man. You can't do it. Oh, I know what it feels like. How you know what it feels like, and you never was a so-called black person. You never was a so-called Jamaican. You never was a so-called Puerto Rican. You never is the a bloodline of a so-called Puerto Rican. I say so-called because you're not really Puerto Rican. Puerto Ricans are from the tribe of Ephraim, but I'm just saying. You if all that you gonna be able to do is come up in here and defend for your counterparts, if that's what you are. Or they'll come up in here and be like, well, I believe God loves us all the same, in spite of they'll try to throw everybody up in there. That's what they're gonna do. If you don't know what it's like, you can't come here and tell me how it feels when you ain't never been there. No, you can't. You can't. There's no way in hell you can do it. But even just the thought of me doing something, just the thought of it will looking suspicious. Then got a lot of our people killed. It has happened. Just walking and somebody give the wrong descriptions of you, you take it in asking for questions. Now you doing several, or you doing a month because they found out you wasn't the one, and you had to end up. They end up putting you on hold because of such and such such, all because you look like that or you fit that. You just fit the description. When you are a so-called black person, I'm just telling you the problems that our people are having here in so-called America. I mean, in here in Babylon, are the problem that we have in here in this society as so-called black people or so-called people of color. You see what I'm saying? So we do have a big issue here. That's what I'm saying. You see, and that's really the main issue. We have issues here, and the issues is that we have trouble with getting along with each other because it's not really the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans' fault. It's it's the people that control the world. It's Esau. Esau, they control this world. They control this planet. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, they control the planet, and the main people that control the planet are the people that 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 is responsible for all everything that has happened. It just like if somebody set building, right? What they're gonna do is that they're gonna investigate and find out how the fire started. Was it set on purpose, or was it accidentally set, or was it? They can tell once they do the full investigation. They'll be able to tell what it is. I don't know how they do it, but they can do it. You know, Esau is real crafty, and they the devil Esau, the devil is not dumb. They are not dumb at all. You know, so you dealing when you dealing with the enemy, you're not dealing with a dumb person. I mean, a dumb animal or a dumb devil. No, the devil's not dumb now, and they can investigate that stuff, and they can tell you exactly what happened. Probably when it started, when it, what, everything. Yeah. But we do have in the society, we have an issue with each other for no reason because of the very people that control this world. You know, it's amazing how you can grow up here, everybody know you. You walking around in the neighborhood, everybody know you, even though they know you don't bother anybody, even though they know you never harmed, you never went around, you never did any violence, you never did no kind of nothing, no perpetrate nobody, no deceiving people, no destructive act, no kind of nothing. Just been going to the so-called Christianity churches all your life, being a slave, all that type of stuff. No matter what, they see you, you walk around looking for work, they still gonna look at you as like you are nobody. And you like, damn, we grew up together. We ate out the same bowl, the same plate. But I walk around and ask for some crumbs, then I must consider it a threat. And you grew up with me. We grew up together in the same hood. Come on now. Especially Esau. They don't care. Oh, I remember when you was so and so. Grow up, watch as a as a child. Grow up and watch as a child. You get older, you get into something. They coming up in it with them flashlights, ready to put you in their custody and stuff like that. And knew you, them devils know you, know all your people, grew up in that same hometown, and them they'll still come up and still they don't give a damn. It's like, no, I ain't trying to hear that. You a threat to me? Yeah, I watch you go to church every week. I watch you do all of that. I watch that. That doesn't matter. You still a threat to me. Now move your ass on. This is literally how we are treating each other. But Esau come around, we happy as a flea lock. This is how damaged we are. Well, I don't want to hear that shit. We grew up together. I don't give a damn about that. Stay away from my house. You still a threat. I don't care how you grew up. I knew your family. I knew your mother, your father, everybody. Stay the hell away from me. Literally the type of society we living in right now. Hmm. They don't care. Just for no reason. You ain't got you ain't got to do nobody nothing. Just walk around and be an innocent. You can be innocent as a child. Innocent. You wouldn't even kill an ant. You wouldn't harm a dog. You wouldn't harm a squirrel. You wouldn't harm a bird. Just as innocent and pure as a little bit of born baby or a child. But they'll still turn around there and you in their eyes. Look, I ain't trying to hear all that. You still a goddamn criminal. Get the fuck away from here. And then as soon as you walk up to people's doors, you're not a threat. Period. Dun, 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 dun. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all an example of what I'm talking about. You walk up, let's say me, I'm walking up looking for a job, right? No, I'm looking for some work to do, just raking leaves and cleaning off the sidewalk or something. You walk up and they fucking you looking. What do you want to do? A threat? You grew up in this motherfucker. Yeah, they stand right there. Doo, doo, doo. They got their cameras rolling. Recording you everything. You even filming yourself. But when, even though you looking work, you know what I'm saying? You walk around and then you tell your family when stay away from me. It's not that people want that. That's how they talk. They talk brainwashes like, well, it's not that they don't want to help some. They don't mean no harm. That and this and that and the third. It's just that people don't want to get hurt now because they got the name. The same people who've been lying to you from the beginning of time, you're gonna trust them same people is to give you all the true facts. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Make it make sense to me. That's like, I don't know if you're a male or female in here. if you got involved with a woman, I'm just gonna say a woman. I'm assuming you a male. The male walker, you trying to get to know this woman. And from the start, they start off lying. What make you think if they start off wrong, what make you think they're gonna hell they're gonna start off right? It's three people in here. Whoever y'all is, I'm pretty sure any of y'all, if you can relate to the shit. You ain't gotta say shit, but just think about it in your mind. If a person start off lying to you right away, what make you think they're gonna start off being truthful to you and they started off with a lie? So why would you trust the people in the media? Depending upon the media is to give you all the facts and all of the truth. They killing our people already. So why in the world you want to trust the same people that's killing you in your face, killing your people? But you're still telling me you're gonna put all your trust in this person. You're gonna trust them to give you all the true information. That doesn't even make any sense. If you start off with a lie, how you think it's gonna start off good if it started off wrong? I'm just saying. Unlike I'm sure you can if you probably gonna scat out of here. People that's gonna be able to relate to this here. But even if they can't right away, they probably just brainwashed and they just uh brainwashed by this supreme. If a person start off wrong with you, it's gonna end wrong. I knew a lady that was in a relationship with a man for 51 years, over 50 years. You know what this person told me? They went through hell the whole time. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying now. More than likely, and don't think I. When people say you can take a whore and make them a wife. You can turn a whore into a housewife. That's not true. That person has to want to change. You can't make that person change if they don't want to change. If it's in their nature to do what they doing, you might as well hang that shit up. If it's in their nature, you might as well just drop your hands because you cannot change that person. Just like I can't walk up to any of my people that wants to make a difference in their life and say you need to change and come back to your nationality, love your people, love God and his people, keep his commandments to the best of you. I can run that down through them all day. It ain't gonna do nothing unless that person wanted themselves. Nah, you gotta want it. Yeah, you got to want that shit. Nah, other than that, you wasting time. Yeah. So I like the example that I used back there where I was talking about. Let me turn. Um, one is in anybody there. Oh, they probably okay. I've been there before. Yeah, but anyway, If a person start off wrong, what make you think they're gonna start off? It's gonna end right. Out wrong and it ended wrong. Ended right. More than likely, if it start off wrong, it's gonna end wrong. In a way. Now, I'm just saying, I can be wrong, but I'm just saying, mostly on average, look at it like this here. Also, how many people are there more righteous people living in our state, or is there more wrongdoing? Is it more love or is it more hate? Yeah. Is it more love or is it more hate? I know a lot of people can get boring with this because usually when you actually speaking and bringing real topics and stuff, it's not going to taste good at all. It's not gonna. It's like what I'm saying. It's not like it. It's not seasoned for the people. It's bitter. That's just like if somebody. I got to throw this in there. Like if you cooking beans, right? If you trying to cook some beans with a good flavor in them or whatever, ain't nobody just gonna eat no beans, right? No matter how done they are, if they ain't got no good taste to them, more than likely, if they ain't got no salt in them, what you gonna do? You're not gonna eat it. You name a person who don't like their food season. Would you eat? Would you walk around and eat food that is not seasoned? More than likely, you're not. So what I'm saying is not seasoned. So that's why people are dropping up out of here. Yeah, in a way, I'm just saying. I'm not judging them, but I'm just saying for the most part, yeah, that's what it is. Because people look for different things on YouTube. Everybody wants a taste. Everybody wants to be entertained for the most part. Because you got some people that'll say, "Man, look, I'm not trying to hear that every day. We know we dealing with that man. He don't say nothing good. He just get on his camera and just talk about how bad the Europeans are and how bad Esau is and all that type of stuff. Man, tell me something good. You know, yeah, man. He be rambling on his camera and all that kind of stuff, man. I be wanting. I understand all of that, man. But man, I would, I get it. But damn, he be wilding it out on Esau, man. He need to chill with it sometime. Level it out sometime. Talk about the good side of things instead of the bad side of things. You know what I'm saying? People do that. And usually that sign deceit. They want, yeah, they want you to prophesy deceitful stuff. Yeah, they want you to prophesy deceitful stuff, man. Yeah, that's what they want. Video messing up. Okay, let me check the. Okay, hold on. Testing, testing, test. Okay, testing. Okay. I checked the microphones. I checked. say? Is the sound going in and out? I probably need to go ahead and end it anyway, you know? Yeah, yes or no. Can you hear me now? Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I was just checking to make sure. I said to put it in there with the mic or whatever, you know? Oh, yeah. So I guess I said enough for the time being, but maybe y'all could, you know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think of this, man, in the comment section. Because we do have, what in the hell does liberty mean? Liberty and justice for all means. What in the hell does liberty and justice for all means? That's what I named the video. What in the hell does liberty and justice for all means? Because last I checked, liberty, what does liberty mean? It means freedom. That's another word for freedom. Uh, Justice, last I checked, the so-called black people, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, natives of America, there ain't no justice here at all. So liberty and justice for all, what is they talking about? What does all mean in they what is their definition of all? You know? Hold on. That's why I ask people when they talk about things like the Holy Ghost, I be like, what does that mean? They saying words and don't even know what it means. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I'd like to know what does that mean. You don't know what you're talking about? Shut the hell up. So I'm gonna get up out of here.